So take us through, your evaluation of how you did.
Definitely not up to standard, not even up to par. We'll start with the first drive. Was the second play, just being able to catch the snap, little things like that. I was thinking about it, like what we put out there is not a reflection of the hard work that we've put in the first 2 weeks, into training camp, and it does no justice for, the work that our coaches as well, have implemented. So, it starts with me. I got to be better with that. I thought off of that play, we kind of got out of the rhythm. I think we could have had a pretty decent play off of a screen going to B-Rob and kind of getting everything going from there. So starts with me, and I got to be better. That's it.
You just detailed everything pretty great, but how did you feel overall going out there? Not a large sample size for you, obviously, but how did you feel?
Yeah, I felt good. It's football. Played some games, got some games under my belt. But with this being preseason, that gives you no excuse, to be able to go out there and put a performance like that out there on tape. So, not satisfied, not happy at all whatsoever. But, we'll learn from this. We'll go into the meeting rooms tomorrow, and we'll fix and clean up what needs to be cleaned up.
I know you guys always want to use the preseason to get ready for the regular season. Do you feel like you did enough today to feel like you got something out of that?
No, not at all. As I said earlier, we're trying to get into a rhythm and a flow of things offensively, and there were a couple hiccups, and we just weren't able to overcome them early on.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is this a setback just in terms of the competition? I know Penix is still got to get healthy and that, but in your mind, for where you stand in the competition, what does a preseason game mean for that?
Well, I think to me, if it were up to me, I'm evaluating everything. So for me to go out there, I'm competing. I'm wanting to go out there and put points on the board. Not go out there and we'll go three and out, and not be able to perform to the level that I know I'm able to do. So always looking at everything as a competition, but. Yeah, I just got to be better. I got to be better for our guys offensively.
You were happy for your teammate, Jack Strand. You guys went over there, got the ball, made sure you gave it to him after that touchdown. Why was that important for you to do that?
Well, that's important because this is his first NFL game. And I don't think people understand it's not easy to get into this league, whether you're drafted, whether you're undrafted. And as little kids growing up playing football, like it's always a dream to be able to play in the NFL. And so this being preseason, I understand, but that's a big deal. It's all a big deal. And as I said earlier, everything's being evaluated.
When you have the two kind of opening series that you did, do you have a conversation with your coaches like, do you want to get back out there, or you pretty much knew from the start it was just going to be the two series and that?
Yeah, I knew from the start what was going to happen going in there. And so, you got to make use of your opportunity every chance that you go out there. And that's not what we did.
Would you like to play in the second one?
I love to play in the second and the third, whichever ones, or both of them that they let us.
So why do you feel like maybe you guys came out a little bit flat?
I'm not too sure. But then again, I would say it starts with me. I think that second play kind of set us back a bit, kind of got us out of our rhythm and flow of things offensively.
Would you say you're frustrated, disappointed? How would you kind of describe your emotion right now?
I would say both, frustrated and disappointed at the way, things happened tonight as we went out there. But we'll come in tomorrow, we'll see the film, and we'll move on from that.
Did you have thoughts about James Pearson's news today?
I don't think I've seen anything. I'm not on social media.
He was suspended for 8 games, first 8 games of the season.
Okay. I have no control over any of that, but James is like 3 lockers down from me, and we chop it up here and there. But, outside of that, that's out of my control. That's out of his control. It's up to the higher powers.